Good morning, students. I hope you understood my previous class. Now recall your memory and try to answer these questions. What's the meaning for the word Palayam? Palayam means domain or a military camp. How many Palayakaras are there? There are 72 Palayakaras. Name the Nawab Chanda Sahib's agents. Miana, Mudimiya and Nabi Khan Katak, who was defeated in Kalakadu battle. Kalakadu battle, it is between our Pulitevar and Mahfuz Khan. In that, Pulitevar defeated Mahfuz Khan. Name the military chief of Velunachiyar, Dalavai Tandava Rayana, who was the faithful friend of Velunachiyar, Koyili. Now we'll move into the famous hero of our region, Kattabomman and Marudu brothers of Sivagangai. Veerapandiya Kattabomman became the Palayakarar of Panjalam Kurichi at the age of 30 on the death of his father Jaga Veerapandiya Kattabomman. His father's name is Jaga Veerapandiya Kattabomman. The company's administration, James London and Colin Jackson, had considered him a man of peaceful disposition. That is, they consider as a peaceful man the British forces. The Nawab, under the provision of a treaty signed in 1781, had assigned the revenue of the Carnatic to the company to the entirely under their management and control during the war with Mysore Sultans. That is, the Nawabs granted the British to collect taxes from these Palayakaras. So, the company appointed its collectors to collect taxes from all the Palayams. The collectors humiliated the Palayakaras and adopted force to collect the taxes. This was the bone of contention between the English and Kattabomman. The British collectors humiliated, that means they tortured the Palayakaras and they adopted forces to collect taxes. So this was the bone of contention, that is, that created a problem between the English and Kattabomman. The land revenue arrear from Kattabomman was 3,310 pagodas in 1798. Here pagodas means the unit of currency used by the British. Collector Jackson, an arrogant English officer, wanted to send an army to collect the revenue dues, but the Madras government did not give him permission. That is, the British collector Jackson, he was an arrogant officer. He was willing to collect revenue from Kattabomman, but whereas the Madras government, that is the British government, did not give him permission. In between that, on 18 August 1798, he ordered Kattabomman to meet him in Ramanathapuram, but Kattabomman's attempts to meet him in between proved futile. That is, he didn't meet Kattabomman, he didn't meet Jackson. At last, an interview was granted and Kattabomman met Jackson in Ramanathapuram on 19th September 1798. That is, he met Jackson by 19th September 1798. It is said that Kattabomman had to stand for 3 hours before the haughty collector Jackson. Sensing danger, Kattabomman tried to escape along with his minister Siva Subramaniana, because he was not granted to enter or not to talk with Jackson. Sensing this danger, Kattabomman and his minister, they tried to escape from the fort. Oomaithurai suddenly entered the fort with this man and helped the escape of Kattabomman. Actually, Oomaithurai is a brother of Kattabomman. At the gate of the Ramanathapuram fort, there was a clash in which some people, including Lieutenant Clark, were killed. Sivasubramanianar was taken as prisoner, but Kattabomman and Oomaithurai, they escaped. Whether you understand, a problem arose between Jackson and Kattabomman. So they thought of danger, so they thought to escape. So Kattabomman and Sivasubramanianar, with the help of Umaythurai, they escaped from Ramanathapuram fort. A clash arises in that the British officer Lieutenant Clark was killed and Sivasubramanianar was taken as prisoner, but whereas Kattabomman and Umaythurai they escaped. On this return to Panjalam Kurichi, Kattabomman represented to the Madras Council about how he was ill-treated by the collector Jackson. So he wrote, that is Kattabomman, he represented all the things to the Madras Council. The council asked Kattabomman to appear before a committee with William Brown, William Oram, and John Casa Major as members. So he was asked to present himself in front of three-member committee, that is our William Brown, William Oram, and John Casa Major. Governor Edward Clive ordered the release of Sivasubramanianar and the suspension of Collector Jackson. So after the council, they decided to release Sivasubramanian as well as for the suspension of the Collector Jackson. Kattabomman appeared before the committee then that sat on 15th December 1719 and reported on what transpired in Ramanathapuram. So he represented directly to the British and he told everything how he was ill-treated by Jackson. The committee found Kattabomman was not guilty. Jackson was dismissed from service and a new collector, S.R. Lashington, was appointed. Kattabomman cleared almost all the revenue arrears, leaving only a balance of 1080 pagodas. So in his arrears he paid majority, so he has only 1080 pagodas. So whether you understand this one, to this point there is a cordial relation between Kattabomman and the English officers. In the meantime, Marudhu Pandya of Sivagangai formed the South Indian Confederacy of rebels against the British with the neighbouring Palayakaras like Gopala Nayak of Dindikkal and Yadul Nayak of Anamalai. Marudhu Pandya acted as its leader. The Tiruchirappalli proclamation had been made. Kattabomman was interested in this confederacy. That is, the Marudhu Pandyas organized an army against the British. In that, they gathered the support of Gopala Nayak and Yadul Nayak, and they made a Tiruchirappalli proclamation. That is, an announcements were made and it was posted in Tiruchirappalli fort. So in that, Kattabomman was very much interested in this confederacy. Collector Lashington prevented Kattabomman from meeting the Marudhu brothers because he supported Kattabomman up to one point. But Marudhu brothers and Kattabomman jointly decided on a confrontation with the English. Kattabomman tried to influence Sivagiri Palayakaras who refused to join. Kattabomman advanced towards Sivagiri, but the Palayakaras of Sivagiri was a tributary to the company, so the company considered the expedition of Kattabomman was a challenge to their authority. So here Marudhu brothers and Kattabomman jointly they decided this confrontation with the British. So here is started to get the support of Sivagiri Palayakaras. So Kattabomman went to Sivagiri. Actually, the Sivagiri Palayakaras, they are paying regular taxes to the company. So the company, they consider this expedition of Kattabomman as a challenge. So the company ordered the army to march on to Tirunelveli. In May 1799, Lord Wellesley issued orders from Madras for the advance of forces from Tiruchi, Tanjavur and Madurai to Tirunelveli. So they sent heavy forces under the order issued by Lord Wellesley in May 1799. That is, the army forces from Tiruchi, Tanjavur and Madurai, they moved towards Tirunelveli region, and Major Bannerman commanded the troops. Major Bannerman. On 1st September 1799, an ultimatum was served on Kattabomman to surrender. An ultimatum, that is, a written statement to surrender, just like a warrant. It was issued on 1st September 1799. They demanded Kattabomman to surrender, but Kattabomman's evasive reply prompted Bannerman to attack his fort. Evasive reply, that is, he didn't reply anything. Bannerman moved his entire army to Panjalankuruchi on 5th September. They cut off all the communications of the fort. Bannerman deputed Ramalingana to convey a message asking Kattabomman to surrender. Ramalingana actually he was in the side of Kattabomman. Now he was under the control of British. So Ramalingana act as a bridge between our Kattabomman and Bannerman. So Kattabomman refused to surrender. Ramalinganar gathered all the secrets of the fort, and on the basis of his report, Bannerman decided the strategy of the operation. In a clash at Kallarpatti, Sivasubramanianar was taken as a prisoner. So again Sivasubramanianar was arrested, but Kattabomman he escaped to Pudukkottai. As he escaped to Pudukkottai, the British put a price on his head. Betrayed by the Rajas of Ettayapuram and Pudukkottai, Kattabomman was finally captured. Actually, Kattabomman escaped to Pudukkottai and later he hided in Ettayapuram and this region. But the rulers of Ettayapuram and Pudukkottai, they betrayed, that is, they are disloyal to Kattabomman, and they told everything, the secrets about Kattabomman to the British. And was finally Kattabomman was captured. Sivasubramanianar was executed at Nagalapuram on 13th September. Sivasubramanianar was killed by the British by 13th September. Bannerman made a mockery of a trial for Kattabomman in front of the Palayakaras on 16th October. Mockery means just like a fun. Okay, in that way, in front of all Palayakaras, Mr. Bannerman, he killed our Kattabomman. During that trial, Kattabomman bravely admitted all the charges levelled against him. Kattabomman was hanged from a tamarind tree in the old fort of Kayathar. In Kayathar, he was hanged over. Kayathar, it is a place near our Tirunelveli in front of the fellow Palayakaras, that is, the British. They show their bravery as well as they want to teach a lesson to all Palayakaras. If they are not paying taxes, they will kill people like this. In that way, this Bannerman, he killed Kattabomman in front of all Palayakaras. Okay, thus end the life of our celebrated Palayakaras of Panjalankuruchi. Many folk ballads and Kattabomman helped keep his memory alive among the people. That is, folk ballads, Gramapura பாடல்கள், கிராமிய பாடல்கள் still we have about our Kattabomman, which shows all about the memory of our Kattabomman. Not only this alone, people in Tirunelveli, they consider this Kayathar as a holy place for them, and many they consider Kattabomman as a god, and people are worshipping this tamarind tree as well as that fort as a god. That is about the life story of Kattabomman. Just recall about our Kattabomman. His father was Jagaveera Pandya Kattabomman. In the early, the British considered this Kattabomman as a peaceful disposition, as a man of peaceful disposition, and during that time, the Nawabs they made a treaty with the British to collect taxes from the Palekars. So, in that, the company appointed collectors to collect taxes, and this is considered as a bone of contention between English and Kattabomman. Kattabomman want to pay 3,310 pagodas to British. Without the permission of the British, Jackson he started to collect taxes, and a problem arose between Jackson and Kattabomman in Ramanathapuram fort. So Kattabomman and his minister Sivasubramaniana they escaped with the help of his brother Umathurai. A clash arose between them, and there the British officer Lieutenant Clark was killed, and Sivasubramaniana was taken as a prisoner. After that, Veerapandya Kattabomman he returned to Panjalankurichi, and he represented all the things to Madras Council and how he was ill-treated by Jackson. There he mentioned everything. Then the British they appointed a 3-member committee under William Brown, William Oram and John Casamajor as members, and they made everything, and they consider this Kattabomman was not guilty and Jackson was dismissed. And then they appointed collector as a new collector as S.R. Lashington was appointed. Then up to this point there is a cordial relation between British and Kattabomman is there. Then later the Marudu brothers they started a confederacy of Palekaras by gathering Gopala Nayak and Yadul Nayak. And in that Kattabomman was much interested in that, so he wanted to join the Sivagiri Palekaras along with them. So he went to Sivagiri. During that time here the British they sent all the army forces towards Tirunelveli region, and here Lord Wellesley issued this order under Major Bannerman. So here on September 17, 1909, an ultimatum was served to Kattabomman to surrender, but he didn't reply anything to the British. So now Kattabomman refused that, and then Bannerman he moved his army and he captured this Panjalanguriji fort, and now Kattabomman escaped to Pudukkottai, but the Rajas of Eteburam and Pudukkottai they betrayed and they captured this the British they helped the British to capture Kattabomman, and finally he was hanged by the British. That is the end of Kattabomman. Now we'll talk about Marudu brothers. Periya Marudu or Vella Marudu and his younger brother Chinna Marudu, that is Periya Marudu and Chinna Marudu, were able generals of Muthu Vadugar of Sivagangai. Whether you remember this Muthu Vadugar as a husband of Velu Nachiyar. They were the able generals. After Muthu Vadugar's death in Kalayar Kovil battle, Marudu brothers assisted in restoring the throne to Velu Nachiyar. In the last years of 18th century, Marudu brothers organized resistance against the British. Once they were the army generals, able generals of Muthu Vadugar. After their death, they made Velu Nachiyar as a queen. After some years, Marudu brothers they started the stiff resistance against the British. So here, after the death of Kattabomman, they walked along with his brother Umathurai. They plundered the granaries of Nawab and caused damage and destruction to company's troops. So after the death of Kattabomman, they took Umathurai as their friend, and they plundered the granaries. Granaries means where people will store all the food items. So they destroyed that, as well as they caused damages to the companies. After the suppression of Kattabomman's revolt in 1799, again a rebellion broke out in 1800. Within a year, a war arose between Marudu brothers and Britishers. In the British records, it is referred to as Second Palekarar War. It was directed by a confederacy consisting of Marudu Pandian of Sivagangai, Gopalanayak of Dindukkal, Kerala Varma of Malabar, and Krishnappa Nayak and Doondaji of Mysore. So here not only people from Tamil Nadu but the other states like Kerala and Karnataka also supported in favor of Marudu brother. The uprising which broke out in Coimbatore in June 1800 soon spread to Ramanathapuram and Madurai. The company got wind of it and declared war against this Palekar confederacy. So in that, the Palekars of Coimbatore, Satyamangalam and Tarapuram were caught and hanged by the British. In February 1801, the two brothers of Kattabomman, that is Umathurai and Sevathaiya, they escaped from the Palangotai prison to Kamudi. Kamudi, it is a place near Theni. So they escaped from the prison, from where Chinnamarudu took them to Siruvayal. That is later they went to under the shelter of Chinnamarudu in Pudukkottai district. Then the fort at Panjalankuruchi was reconstructed in record time. That is the two brothers of Kattabomman, they reconstructed their Panjalankuruchi fort. Then, by hearing this, the British troops under Colin Macaulay retook the fort in April, and the Marudu brothers sought shelter in Sivagangai. So now again they went to Sivagangai region. The English demanded that the Marudu Pandyas hand over the fugitives. Fugitives means one who escaped from the prison. That is our Sevathaiya and our Umathurai. So they demanded Sevathaiya and Umathurai to hand over to British by Marudu brothers. So, but they refused. The Marudu brothers refused, and here we have Colonel Agnew and Colonel Innes. Okay, Colonel Agnew and Colonel Innes, they marched on Sivagangai. In June 1801, Marudu Pandyas issued a proclamation of independence which is called Tiruchirappalli Proclamation. That is, they made a declaration in June 1801 that is called as Proclamation of Marudu brothers. The proclamation was an early call to the Indians to unite against the British, cutting across region, caste, creed and religion. So without considering religion, caste and creed, they called all people of Tamil Nadu to fight against the British, not only Tamil Nadu, all over our India. The proclamation was pasted on the walls of Nawab's palace in Tiruchi fort and on the walls of Sri Rangam temple. Many Palekarars of Tamil country railed together to fight against the British. Okay, the Tamil country, they rallied, that is, they gathered and they started to form against the British. The British, they follow divide and rule policy, and by that the English split the forces of Palekaras, because here in South India all Palekaras they joined in favor of Marudu brothers. So British, they follow divide and rule, and in that way they made split in the Palekar system. In May 1801, the English attacked the rebels in Tanjavur and Tiruchi. The rebels went to Piran Malai and Kalayar Kovil. These are the two places of our Marudhu brothers. They were again defeated by the forces of the English. In the end, the superior military strength and the able commanders of the English company prevailed. So again a problem arose between our Marudhu brothers and the British. So in May 1801, the English attacked the rebels in Tanjavur and Tiruchi, and now the rebels went to Piran Malai and Kalayar Kovil, that is, they escaped to neighboring places, and there also the British forces defeated. The rebellion failed and Sivagangai was annexed in 1801. The Marudhu brothers were executed in the fort of Tirupattur near Ramanathapuram on 24th October 1801. The British forces, they captured Marudhu brothers and they also killed these two brothers on 24th October 1801, and Umathurai and Savathaiya were captured and beheaded at Panchalankurichi on 16th November 1801. Beheaded means they cut the head of this Umathurai and Savathaiya. Whether you remember, they escaped from the prison, so they gave punishment like this. 73 rebels were exiled to Penang in Malaysia. So this among the rebellion, 73 people they took them to exile, that is, they went to other places in Malaysia. Though the Palayakaras fell to the English, their exploits and sacrifice inspired later generation. Thus, the rebellion of Marudhu brothers, which is called South Indian Rebellion, is a landmark event in the history of Tamil Nadu. Even though the British, they captured all the Palayakaras, which made, that is, the Palayakaras sacrifices made an inspiration for the later generation, and this war is considered as a South Indian rebellion, that is, a rebellion between British and Marudhu brothers is considered as a South Indian rebellion, and it is considered as an important landmark in the history of Tamil Nadu. After the suppression of Palayakar rebellions in 1799 and 1800 and 1801 resulted in the liquidation of all the local chieftains of Tamil Nadu, because many Palayakaras were killed and many were exiled from Tamil Nadu. So that becomes liquidation. Under the terms of the Carnatic Treaty of 31st July 1801, the British assumed direct control over Tamilagam, and the Palayakar system came to an end with the demolition of all forts and disbandment of their army. That is, after capturing every Palayakaras, the Britishers, they destroyed that Palayaka system in our Tamil Nadu, as well as they demolished means they made damage to our all forts, and they banned all the armies of Palayakaras, and they made and ruled for Palayakaras to an end. In that way, the British, they suppressed the Palayakaras in Tamil Nadu. So, in today's class, we talked about Veerapandi Kattabomman and Marudhu brothers. Here, the story of Veerapandi Kattabomman is an important detailed question, and same way here under Marudhu brothers, we have fall of Sivagangai. That is also a detailed question. So, I hope you understood my lesson. Thank you.